Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sheila Sharp may find a new preoccupation in the coming weeks. Since Sheila is trying to stay out of trouble, she might use her powers for good this time around. Deacon Sharp has been bothered about Hope Logan recently, so he opened up to Sheila about his enterprises and got some support. Sheila assured Deacon that Hope would be successful like her father and sounded pleased about Carter Walton being in her corner. B&B has a Halloween occasion coming up on October 31st that'll involve Sheila interacting with Carter at Il Giardino. That could give Sheila a chance to hear Carter gush about Hope and everything she's accomplished. It may not take long for Sheila to realize Carter's passions for Hope run deeper than just supporting her line. Carter's interest in Hope is relatively particular, so the bold and the beautiful spoilers say Sheila may figure that out and run with it. Maybe Sheila will play Cupid and start hearing marriage bells soon enough. Since Sheila and Deacon had their happy espousal at Il Giardino, perhaps she'll decide Hope and Carter's marriage form should be the coming big event there. Sheila might get it wedged in her head that Carter is the perfect man for Hope and the one she should spend the rest of her life with. Still, she might move him to pop the question sooner rather than latterly, if Sheila influences Carter. Sheila might play Marriage Diary and stopgap. She can make this an Il Giardino event to flash back. Carter has a habit of diving headfirst into connections and rushing proffers anyway. It's not a stretch to suppose Carter might let Sheila steer him down a speedy marriage path. Hope doesn't want to move too fast with Carter, but she could find herself more and more swept up in the fairy tale as this plot moves along. Although Hope constantly turned down Thomas Forrester's offer, could she give Carter a yes once he offers a ring of his own? Our prognostications allude that Sheila could make effects messy, but she'll presumably just want Deacon's son to find wedded bliss like her. Sheila may hope some engagement news is on the horizon once she manipulates Carter, so stay tuned for updates on her plans. There'll be further debates among the Forresters regarding Carter Walton's pitch. Although Carter made some great points and amazing prognostications about the company's future, he's asking a lot from Steffi Forrester. Ridge Forrester and Eric Forrester. Forrester Creations could come and transnational luxury empire like no other if Carter's plan goes well. Still, it'll bear a mountain of loans and investments, so it could sink Forrester presto if the plan fails rather. Eric, Ridge, and Steffi will pound over what's stylish for the family's business, so they'll bandy the pros and cons of creating this major luxury marquee like Carter wants. Of course, Carter wants commodity differently. That's landed him in quite a dilemma over in the design office. Hope Logan decided she was ready to take a sizzling vault with Carter, so they started shelling off apparel for an office rollick. Carter and Hope should know by now that you should always lock the door before you start stripping down. Hope and Carter missed that step, so now Brooke Logan is peering at the shocking scene in front of her. Carter and Hope will scramble to explain on Monday's B&B occasion, so they may admit whatever they partake is still new and not exactly nailed down yet. Brooke will presumably quiz Carter about his support for Hope for the future and wonder if this was the only reason for it. Was it all in trouble to get Hope to hook up? Carter may deny that while Hope defends him since there are genuine sparks between them. Hope and Carter could be gearing up for a real relationship, but that news could worry Brooke, too. Brooke may deliver a warning and argue that it'll be disastrous if Steffi gets updates on Hope and Carter's more than friendly turning point. Although Brooke may promise to keep this love under wraps, she may advise against further office flings and push Hope as well as Carter to be more careful. Brooke will have another reason to fret over Hope and her wild jest. So stay tuned. Halloween will bring a scary twist at Forrester Creations, at least for those on the entering end of Steffi Forrester's wrath. Steffi's about to unleash some Halloween horror since she'll make an enterprising move in the October 31st occasion. After Hope Logan pushes one button too numerous, it could set off a terrible chain response. Steffi will inescapably blow her top after Hope makes a boob that she may eventually lament. It could leave Carter Walton defending Hope, but he may pay the price for that in the end. It looks like Steffi may figure out that Carter is romantically interested in Hope and assume that's the real reason he's supporting her failing line. Steffi may suppose it's completely unhappy for a susurrus to be making opinions grounded on who he wants in his bed. Hope may get under Steffi's skin by bringing up ancient history and retribution. Whatever the case, Steffi's going to be hopping frenetic and ready to do commodity about it. That brings us to Steffi's rage-fueled move on the October 31st occasion. B&B spoilers say Steffi will launch an act ASCO CEO that will affect the whole company. Cutting hope for the future is a possibility, but it sounds like we should suppose bigger than. Although Steffi may indeed gutter the line, that may not be the huge move that's being played up in spoilers. Rather, it sounds more like Steffi will fire Carter. Steffi has been expressing serious dubieties in Carter recently and will express indeed more formally she gets updates on his secret love with Hope. Carter's conduct could leave Steffi fed up enough to cut him loose, or at least degrade him. Steffi may contend she doesn't trust Carter's judgment as COO presently and bobble him out of that spot. Naturally, Hope may remind Steffi that it's not her sole decision. Rich Forrester will have a say-so in this as Steffi SEO CEO, but bad news is brewing on his end, too. B&B suckers can anticipate Ridge to make a shocking move of his own when he backs up Steffi's decision. There'll be a big power shift passing at Forrester Creations soon enough, so it'll be intriguing to see how it all plays out. It may be a situation where Steffi fires Carter, gets Ridge's support on that, and also dumps Hope's line as well. Hope for the future is hanging on by a thread thanks to Carter's belief in it, but Hope won't have that backup if Carter loses his Caesura seat. Steffi's about to get a good cure of vengeance, so stick with us for further vengeance prognostications. We've got some appearances and goings news to pass on, so let's talk about what's in store. For starters, Ivy Forrester seems poised to extend her current stay in LA with a gutsy move. Steffi Forrester refused to indeed look at Ivy and Electra Forrester's designs, so she delivered a hard no on reviving the jewelry line. Still, Ivy took the idea to Eric Forrester laterally and got his full support. Eric obviously still has plenitude of sway at Forrester Creations and refocused out that his name is on the structure, so he's set to help Ivy and Electra out. Plus, Ivy will take matters into her own hands as well by pitching directly to Ridge Forrester, who may agree with Eric in the end. B&B's daily exercise videotape putatively shows Ivy and Electra in celebratory mode, so their jewelry line may move forward despite Steffi's lack of interest. We know Electra is sticking around, and Ivy may stay for a while too grounded on this good news. Eric will feel confident that having further Forresters in the blend is going to be an awful thing for the company. Other appearances and goings news points to the return of the show's long-time, ridiculous relief. Dick Christie will duplication his part as Charlie Weber, but he might have a serious task to complete this time around. Charlie will pop up in the November 1st occasion, but we've to consider why. There must be some use for a security guard, so this could tie in with Steffi's forthcoming bold move. Steffi is on the verge of making a choice that'll shoot shockwaves through Forrester Creations, and Ridge is going to back her up. Could Carter Walton get fired? Will Charlie eventually companion Carter out of the structure? Still, Hope Logan just might quit in solidarity. If that's the case, it's not like Hope's line is going to last veritably long without Carter's support anyway, so Hope may take a stage for him soon enough. Hope and Carter's love will continue to blossom, so we'll bring you further story prognostications and updates on the fate of Steffi Stunner.